Hi everyone, so I've been so swamped in news that it's been hard for me to get this video out, and this was kind of news that happened ages ago. The Russos gave a little interview on the 10th anniversary of Civil War, and they've just proven to me that they completely do not understand the fundamentals of Spider-Man. And so to all of those people who said, oh my god, the Russos should direct a Spider-Man film, no, thank goodness they didn't. Okay, while I agree with you that Spider-Man is the best he's ever been portrayed in Civil War. Argue with me if you want. That in Civil War, that is classic Spider-Man, down to a T. Everything about that interpretation is perfect. However, this one comment by Joe Russo completely undermines their own perfect interpretation. Joe Russo said Peter Parker wasn't responsible for Uncle Ben's death in the MCU. Okay, here we go, here's the quote. If he blamed himself for his Uncle Ben's death, I think he becomes a very different character. That would have been a different interpretation, more intense interpretation of the character. End quote. What are you talking about? The whole point of Spider-Man, the whole point of with great power comes great responsibility is the lesson that he learns from Ben's death. Ben's death makes him less of an arsehole. Ben's death is what makes him responsible. I can't stress this enough. Ben's death makes him less intense. Before the Spider-Bite, before Ben's death, you know, Peter Parker is a guy that gets hugely overlooked. He's not looked at as special. And he has a bit of resentment, you know, because people look down on him because he's a nerd. And through his mistake, through his selfishness, key theme, through his selfishness, Uncle Ben dies. That's how the story goes. So, he's quite an intense character. He could be seen as quite unlikable before Ben's death, actually. Ben's death makes him change. It makes him less intense. It makes him more likable. It makes him think. It makes him grow up. Spider-Man is a dorky teenager with mood swings. Ben's death is his canon event. It's what makes him mature. It's what makes him grow up. It's what shapes him to be this now reformed, lovable superhero that is a friend to all. And so saying that Ben's death, he wasn't responsible for Ben's death in the MCU, where's the character development? Where's the complexity? If there is no change, no canon event, what made him become Spider-Man? And it completely contradicts what they set up in their own film. Because in Civil War, they literally allude to Ben's death.
When you can do the things that I can, but you don't, bad things happen. They happen because of you.
Now, yes, I realise that the Russos saying this doesn't mean it's canon. What the Russos have in their head could be completely different to what John Watts had in his head. But let's be honest, he gave May the line of,
and with great power, there must also come great responsibility.
So he probably doesn't know what happened with Uncle Ben. Marvel are trying to go around the Uncle Ben route. And it's annoying because I know we've got three interpretations of Peter Parker, but Uncle Ben is the origin. It's part of the character. He has a suitcase in Far From Home labelled BP for Ben Parker. Ben Parker exists in this universe. Why are we trying to erase him? It's a key point of Spider-Man. Forget Doctor Strange erasing the memory of Peter Parker in everyone's minds. Doctor Strange probably made a spell to make everyone forget about Ben Parker. So, because of this comment, as I keep saying, I now understand that it was good that the Russos did not make a Spider-Man film because they completely don't understand the origin of Spider-Man. While they may understand the quipping, the jokes, the action, you know, the science of him. He's a very sciencey guy. And they understood that.
Those wings carbon fiber? That would explain the rigidity-flexibility ratio, which, gotta say, that's awesome.
They just don't understand what makes him Spider-Man. They understand who Spider-Man is, but they don't understand how he got to that point. But guys, that was just a little rant from me to you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you disagree with me, lodge a complaint in the comments below. If you agree with me, that's great. Hopefully I'm not going mental. Guys, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.